Okay, so it seems one of the battles that was leaked is apparently confirmed to be happening in May. And we are doing a prediction now, so I don't forget about it. And joining me on this glorious prediction, once Bakugan's messaging me, mind putting my volume on your end so the viewers can hear me? That. Sure. I mean, we're just figuring out stuff. So let's just get the call up. Alrighty, let me make sure.
Hey,
Oh, it's doing Discord problems again.
you there?
Hang on.
Hello?
Hang on. Let me fix this. Ugh. I hate it when Discord does that. Like, you'd think with the microphone hooked in, it would detect on Discord. I don't know why it does that. I don't know why it does that. There we go. It's fixed now. So yeah, joining me is my co-host, Bakugan.
Hello? I'm the guy who makes scaling videos on YouTube.
Yeah, I would have done more versus stuff, but sadly I just didn't have really any good ideas, and the Black Rock Shooter one's taking me forever.
I wasn't expecting of you giving me an idea. I was actually going to make a video based off of Gordon Freeman and Isaac Clarke.
Ah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so, like I said earlier when I started this, apparently one of the battles that was leaked ended up being confirmed true. And
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting Ant-Man versus Atom to be a thing.
let alone it being the first thing to be the premiere. Like, to be honest, I only know Scott Lane Ant-Man, since judging by the thumbnail of the official one and the one I'm using for the stream, it's going to be using Scott Lane Ant-Man, so no Hank Pym in this one.
I also looked up Raymond Palmer's Atom on the DB Fan Wiki, and I tried to search him up on the Versus Battle Wiki, but it just showed a different version of Ant-Man that is from the post-Crisis series. And I was thinking if I can find the Raymond Palmer one.
You mean Adam? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I'm presuming it was the CW version of Ray Palmer.
I thought I was going to look for a comic book version of him, but not really.
Yeah, you must have found the CW version, which was the only one I could find, just in case if you were looking there. I was lucky enough to find Ant-Man, as well as Hank Pym, but we're not talking about Hank Pym, because, as I said, the thumbnail shows Scott Lane.
If I had a nickel for every time I heard of a character that is named Hank, I would have more than one nickel.
But yeah, so Ant-Man has come a long way in terms of design, up to the current design that we mostly see in the MCU, essentially. But anyways,
Yeah.
So Scott Lane, born and raised in Coral Gables, Florida. He later became an electronic engineer, met and married Peggy Ray. Together they had a daughter named Cassandra Lane, or Cassie Lane. Although he was an electronics expert, he could not support his family doing repair work. So he turned to his talents to burglary, so he was a former criminal before he became a hero.
Mm.
Apprehended, he served his prison sentence and was paroled for good behavior during his time in prison. However, Peggy divorced him. Lane had furthered his studies of electronics while in prison and was soon hired by Stark International to work in its design department. When his daughter Cassie was diagnosed as having a serious congenial, I don't know if that's pronounced right, I'll let it slide, a heart condition. I'll just say a serious heart condition. Lane sought to aid the surgeon, Dr. Erica Sondheim. Despite to help his daughter, Lane decided to return to thievery, breaking into the New Jersey home of Dr. Henry Pym. Lane stole the Ant-Man suit. Unknown to him, Pym observed the theft and in disguise as Yellow Jacket followed Lane, curious to see what use he would put the para... I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'll let it slide. Using the equipment, Lane broke into the Cross and discovered Dr. Sondheim was held prisoner by Darren Cross, president of CTE, who needed Sondheim to correct his own heart condition. Rescuing Sondheim and defeating Cross, Lane was relieved when Sondheim was able to save the life of his daughter. Lane intended to return the Ant-Man costume to its owner and turn himself in, but Henry Pym offered to let him keep them, provided Lane put them to lawful use. A member of the Avengers, Heroes for Hire, Fantastic Four, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Nova Corps, Scott remains a crime fighter as the underestimated yet formidable, astonishing Ant-Man. Talk about a fucking summary in a nutshell.
Hate to be that guy.
So his power, 9B, and he's in the 9B tier, higher by increasing density, high 8C with blasters, 5B with statistic amplification, unknown, likely high 8C. Uh, let's see here. Oh, he's around 34, classification human, mutate, superhero, electronics technician, former convict, and thief. So when so he's got two different things. So he's got his base and he's got his shrinking stuff. So he's got superhuman physical characteristics, genius, intelligence, acrobats, stealth mastery, insect manipulation. Received an up, can converse with and control insect and insect-like creatures. Received an upgrade which allows him to override other manipulators' control over bugs as well. Energy projection using blasters, information analysis, HUD shown here. I'm not gonna look at some of these because it might lead to, oh, it's just images. Well, there we go. That makes my life a little bit easier. That actually makes my life a little bit easier, so I don't have to look at a bunch of videos like I had to do with the good old freaking Discord. So we'll share that one and automatic translation. I'm presuming it's an image as well. There we go. So those are the images shown there. My,
Oh. Huh.
at least it's not videos like it was with Discord and Cypher.
So that's what his UI looks like. Okay.
Minor biological manipulation can shrink his organs, use it to feign sickness. Flight, light projection, as explained here. Oh, another image. At least this one gives me images, not video footage. Okay, so size manipulation of himself and others from small size, type A, can turn into a living quantum particle by shrinking. To large size, type 1 can grow to the height of a building. Statistics amplification can amplify his strength by exploiting the Pym particles axes, granting him strength comparable to Wonder Man. Easily
Did you
defeat.
say Wonder?
Yes, Wonder Man. Apparently, Marvel's answer to Wonder Woman, I guess.
Okay.
Anyways, easily defeated a cosmic powered Doctor Doom, tranquilizing gas, and EMP bomb resistant to gas based attacks within this helmet. So, attack potency, wall level plus, can trade hits with Crossfire, and Black Ant shows comparability to Hawkeye. What?
Hawkeye? Really?
Yeah, Hawkeye. And higher by increasing density, as explained here. Oh, another image. So, yeah. It's good thing this one's giving me images to work with. Large building level plus with blasters knocked out a monster comparable to Luke Cage. Planet level by statistics amplification can amplify a strength by exploiting the pin particle axis, granting them strength compared to the Wonder Man. Okay, we're going there again. Easily defeated Doctor Doom. Unknown, likely large building levels should be comparable to Black Goliath. Speed, hypersonic, comparable to Taskmaster, Hawkeye, and Crossfire. Unknown. Lifting strength, athletic human, tossed a lion. At least superhuman, pinned down the wrecker. Striking strength, the wall level higher by increasing density. Planet level by statistics amplification. Unknown, likely large building level plus. Durability, wall level plus higher by increasing density. Unknown, likely large building level. Stamina, average, lower as Giant Man. Varies heavily in range. Standard equipment, Ant-Man suit, and various other gadgets. Intelligence, extraordinary genius, stated to be the most talented electrical technician in America. Helped Iron Man with various machines and operated as well as fixed various technologies under Fantastic Four. Concluded towards the existence of pin particle access before anyone else. Weaknesses, none notable. Keep base giant sized. Okay, so that was all of Ant-Man in base. So then we got shrinking. He's got self-sustenance, which types 1 and type 2. Types 1 and 2 when microscopic. Self-density manipulation, which is explained here. Oh, it's the same image that I showed earlier. So, dimensional travel by shrinking can travel through the microverse, and transformation when reaching small enough sizes, Lane can gets his property shifted along with the various other particles, quantum manipulation, duplication, and alternate future display, and living quantum particles and antimatter manipulation, and self-destruction as antimatter. Attack potency,
Oh,
wall level, plus can trade hits with Crossfire, and Black Ant shows comparability to Hawkeye. Higher increasing density, large building plus level blasters, planet level, by statistics amplification. It's pretty much the same stuff I said earlier, so we're just going to say that. So it's pretty much it's going to be the same, though speed is a little different. Hypersonic comparable to Taskmaster. Was he hypersonic? Nope, it's the same thing. Okay, so pretty much everything is the same for stats here, except for the addition of self-sustenance and self-density manipulation, I guess. So yeah, that was all of Ant-Man.
hmm, cool.
So,
Uh, any more you like to talk about Ant Man?
I mean, other than the all-new costume and the Nova Corps costume, which I don't know if they're going to actually mention the all-new and the Nova Corps during the fight, but then again, they might. So, Nova Corps and there's that one. So those are two of the outfits that he has.
Pretty, pretty freaking sweet.
But yeah, other than that, that's all of Ant-Man. And I'm not
All
talking
right, now,
MCU Ant-Man because, well, that's movie Ant-Man. That's totally different. But anyways, on with Adam.
all right. Let's see here. Now, here's the story of Raymond Ray Palmer, aka the Atom, a superhero with the ability to shrink to incredible sizes while retaining his full mass, making him a formidable combatant. He was a member of the original Justice League of America, where he gained a great deal of respect from his peers. Aside from his crime-fighting career, he is also one of the world's top scientific minds, given his background as a brilliant physicist. He is capable of shrinking to subatomic sizes and explores the universe on a frontier unknown to any other man. That's his history. And and I need to find his origin story. Give me a minute. Here it is. According to one of the All American comics, number 19, the original Adam, Al Pratt, he initially had no superpowers instead, and he was a diminutive college student and a laser physicist who was depicted as a tough guy, a symbol of all short kids who could still make a difference. Storm Key, find an origin story behind Raymond Palmer's origin as Ant Man instead of me,
Adam.
because I feel like you're a better explainer than I am.
Okay, so Adam Ray Palmer origin. Okay, so I hate using Wikipedia, but I'm gonna have to rely on it here. Let's see here. So, let's see. Silver Age, he first depicted in. Here it is. What Ray is the husband of Nora Dark. Dark, I think that's how it's pronounced. The ex-fiance of Kendra Saunders and the ex-boyfriend of Felicity Smock. Ray was also fiance. Yada yada. So just basically have Ray was also the fiance of Anna Loring until her death at the hands of of a Mirakuru soldier. Having designed a powerful exosuit, Ray began acting as a vigilante in Starling City, calling himself the Atom. Apparently, it's leading me to Air Force, but that was the one I'm trying to find. That's the one I'm getting. Let's see here. Original Atom, Al Pratt, yada yada. So this was the original version of the Atom. So how did Ray using the mass of a white dwarf star matter he finds after it lands on Earth? Palmer fashions a lens that enables him to shrink any object to any degree he wishes. Oh boy, this is didn't think this was gonna be a whole ordeal. Adam, that's not Adam Smasher. Just Adam. Just give me the DC wiki or something. Raymond Palmer, New Earth. You know what? That might work. Origins. Here we go. So I'm gonna have to use the DC fandom for this. Anyways, Ray Palmer grew up in Ivytown, Connecticut. You studied physics at Ivy University, where renowned scientists such as Alpheus Piat. He began dating law student Jean Loring. Eventually becoming exclusive. Both graduated and working in their professions. Ray would frequently ask Jean to marry him, but she would always decline, wanting to establish herself as a lawyer before getting married and settling down. As a physics graduate student, Ray Palmer discovered a white dwarf star fragment that had fallen to Earth. Investigating matter compression, Ray let light through it, and he could shrink anything by the light down to a fraction of the original size. Ray rushed off to his laboratory, tried to experiment, found out it worked exactly as managed, but the objects he shrunk became unstable and exploded moments later. A couple days later, a disillusioned Ray and some friends became trapped in a cave-in. While out spelunking, Ray was forced to risk instability, using the shrinking lens on himself in order to escape the cave, saved the lives of his friends. For some reason, however, Ray didn't explode and returned to his normal height. In fact, the shrinking lens worked on his body much better than he expected, and he developed a set of control devices that gave him limited control over his height, his weight, as well as his size. Oh my god. Ray later hypothesized that some unknown X factor in his genetic makeup prevented his atoms from becoming unstable, though many scientists now believe that Ray's ability to shrink was actually made possible by the metagene, which is the source of many superhumans' powers. Oh boy. Gee, metagene. I'm presuming that's where all metahumans are happen. Yep, the source of all metahumans. Oh goody. Early career, keeping his discoveries a secret even from Jean, Ray created the identity of Adam and began a career of crime fighting in Ivytown. In his first recorded adventure, Adam stopped the crook Carl Bollard from exploiting the tiny alien Kulon Dar to commit his crimes. Foiling this plot, Adam became a trusted hero in Ivytown and established a great working relationship with the local police. Next, Adam defended the wealthy Dr. Gordon Heath from a plot against him orchestrated by his caretaker Bates. Oh boy, that's just the tip of the iceberg. That is the origin story for Adam. Holy fuck. Then you got Post Crisis, which that's the whole other ordeal. Then you got Blackest Night. Oh my goodness. Anyways, let's just move on to the powers before my head starts to spin. Anyway,
Yeah, well, according to the DB Fanon wiki, his powers is only listed as microscopic stability.
they must have not included all the other stuff. So, since I'm looking at the DC, which one of them does say microscopic stability, for some reason, Frey's physiology allows him to not explode when miniaturized, unlike other living things, which explode after a short time being miniaturized. Abilities: hand-to-hand combat advanced. Ray is an Olympic-level gymnastic and an excellent hand-to-hand combatant. Due to Ray being a part of the Justice League of America, they taught him how to fight in the early stages of being a member. Judo: Ray Palmer
He
often
also
first often finds himself in a situation where physical violence becomes necessary. As such, he has developed a proficiency in the martial arts judo. He's got
he also knows swordsmanship for some reason.
Yeah, he knows swordsmanship. Uh, he
He also has a bio belt that alters his size. He has a mass alteration. He can fly with it. He has superhuman strength and dimension travel.
yeah.
He also has a Catarthan sword, and originally had a Indigo tribe staff. What?
Uh oh, that must have been from the Blackest Night comic. Yeah, Blackest Night, the Adam and Hawkman, where
Is he?
he had to go to the Indigo tribe to get he ended up going to the Indigo tribe to get the a staff because the Indigo tribe of lanterns aren't like a normal set of lantern where they get a power ring or whatever. They're it's okay. Let me do a little bit of brief history on what the Indigo tribe is. Basically, they're one of the 10 lantern corps and they use staffs, which I'm going to send you just an image example just to show you what they look like.
Oh, that's what the staff looks like.
So yeah, they do have a ring, but the staff is literally also their battery, unlike most
Oh,
lanterns. So most of the lanterns, their power battery is literally like this lantern type of thing, but not the Indigo tribe. The Indigo tribe is literally their staff. So yeah, he
uh,
must have gotten it during when the whole Black Lantern Corps was invading. He was literally attacked by a Black Lantern Hawkman and Hawkgirl, and he ended up going to Indigo One leader tribe. But the Indigo explained that the Black Lanterns were expressions of darkness, which considered the living to be invaders. So Ray almost turned into a Black Lantern by reanimated Batman, but was ultimately protected by an unknown force. Ganthet inducts him into the Indigo tribe as a deputy for his strong compassion. Indigo One claimed that she could teleport the armies of each Lantern Corps onto Earth if given time to meditate, so the responsibility falls to Ray to protect her while she does so. Before she enters her trance, she revealed to Ray that the Indigo staff and his overwhelming compassion allows them to mimic the utter powers of the Lantern Corps. Oh boy! As if we already know how introducing another Lantern Corps in the battle worked out for Black Adam. It didn't, because it was Apocalypse. So I wonder how it's going to work out for Adam.
he also has a, like I said, he also has a Catarthan sword for some reason, and I don't know what a Catarthan sword looks like or what a Catarthan is.
Well, Carthothans are a race of yellow skinned humanoid aliens. And the
What
only
do their swords look like?
well, the only image I could find of the Cartharthans was this, since I really don't have a whole lot of stuff for it. But I can look up the Catharthans. Okay, hang on. Okay, Catharthan. Okay, let me do this. Catharthan sword. I want to do a Google search. New tab. Well, I'm not really finding a whole lot of images of the Catharthan sword, unfortunately. So I'm guessing it looks something like. I guess it was this. This is this. I guess. Let me copy the image. I'm guessing it's this.
I was expecting like a fantasy-esque sword, but it just looks like a normal broadsword.
It's probably. Then again, the outfit looks a little different from normal. So, The Adam used it's a long sword. The Adam used a long sword as a weapon while living among the Catharthans, gaining considerable skill in its use. Uh, I don't see anything about his weaknesses, considering it's a DC wiki.
Fair enough.
So, since they really don't have this guy on the Versus wiki, unfortunately.
This, and I read this article from the pre-crisis and post-crisis. The new 52 is a little different. His abilities, according to DB Fanwiki, is pedagogy in science. His bio build just says size alteration. And the only feats I could find is that he can create nuclear fission or fusion by manipulating molecules, even at regular human size.
Hmm.
That's the and that's the only feats that he has in this article. The flaws also say he rarely depicted with significant superhuman durability, even especially when at regular human size, and Ray cannot travel through cell phone connections like he can through hardline phone connections. So that's fucking dumb.
But yeah, so Ray Palmer have any weaknesses? Does the Adam Ray Palmer have a weakness? Let's see here. From the Quora.com, I'm not seeing any answers. So I'm just going to presume it's literally no major weaknesses like how Ant-Man is or something. So it's so yeah, that's pretty much what I'm just gonna presume because I'm not really seeing any weaknesses on here. So yeah, now who do you think would win this?
Knowing Death Battle, they're probably just gonna let another DC rep win. So I have to go with Ant Man on this one. I
Adam.
really want Ant Man to win.
So I want to say Scott Lane, but I also want to say Ray Palmer because like I said, these two characters I'm not really familiar with, other than
Saying
Injustice 2 for Adam and the MCU for Scott Lane, unfortunately. So it's this one's up in the air for me because it's a situation where it's like either the Marvel character wins or the DC character wins. Because at this point, I really don't know.
yeah, this prediction rather turned out to be short.
At least it wasn't head spinning like how Discord and Cipher was.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was our prediction for Ant-Man versus Adam. But
And I'll see you on May 22nd for the fight.
yeah, so that's when the fight's coming, guys. So if you're wondering, oh, is he gonna do more of these random predictions out of thin air? No, no, I'm not. I'd have to prepare myself for all those. But
And for some reason, that air day is before my birthday.
so yeah, like you're gonna have to wait another month for me to return to Death Battle because Rooster Teeth decided, oh hey, let's not do March and actually just go with May as our premiere date. Throwing everyone's schedules in a tangent.
Alright, I'll see you on May 22nd, Storm, for the full fight.
Yep, we'll see how Ant-Man vs. Atom turns out, so yeah. Thank you for joining me once again.
No.
So yeah, that was Ant-Man vs. Atom. So now I will be back later for the Splatfest Part 2. Till then, your Captain Edgefleet signing off. I'll see you in the next stream.